Hey, what's up, guys? Joker here. So I made a video about cameras, and I thought about making one of my mics because it's also something I was thinking about making an adjustment with. So what you're hearing is the Elgato Wave 3. That is the thing I brought in that is new. It is all tweaked and stuff like that. I ran tests already with it not being tweaked. So yeah, I mean you can probably hear a difference in that. But yeah, so what you're hearing is the Wave 3. Can't really give too much of an opinion. I think they're really close together, especially after tweaking and stuff like that. I did not use the Elgato software. The Elgato software is, in my opinion, all the Elgato software is pretty janky except for the capture one. And I don't like them, to be honest. The camera one I think is also fine. I use that too. But the microphone one really was weird and kind of like mess with it, but like that's just because I don't like it. But yeah, let me talk about the Elgato Wave 3. So the Wave 3 is 149.99. Doesn't have a pop filter, doesn't have a shock mount. It does have three modes that you can use. You can mic monitor. They both can mic monitor. It has USB-C that jacks into it. The stand is kind of like lowish. But yeah, generally, even then, it's like I still don't really notice too much of a difference in the quality of it. I'm equal distance away from both of them, and I still think it's pretty close, but I might even give the edge to the Elgato, and I might use this going forward. So the HyperX Quadcast, not a bad product, 129.99. Pop filter, shock mount built in, no software. Still think it's fine. Micro USB jacks into it. The stand is a little higher, and the mic kind of like floats. It doesn't really like get affected too much by any movement. I did do some like tap tests, and they both kind of sounded similar too. The Elgato one might actually be louder just because it's like a little more bassy and stuff like that. But yeah, they both. I can mute both, and you can tell easily. The Quadcast, you mute it, the RGB goes away. The Elgato, you mute it. That changes. Clicking in changes the modes. That's what I did. Yeah, so it was on the top. You couldn't hear it because I muted it. The LEDs turn red here. So let me switch over. I switched over to the Quadcast now. Um, I like the Quadcast. I like both of them a lot. It's kind of like just difficult to tell, and that's why I'm kind of doing the testing to like get another opinion and stuff like that, and also demonstrate and show. You know, like I was talking about the Elgato software. It's there for people who want to go in there and dig and tweak and stuff like that. It's just the software kind of bugs out my computer and shit like that. But I don't really know. But yes, I use OBS Studio. It has good tweaks in there too. One of them is noise suppression. That really helps with like keyboards and mice not picking that up and stuff like that. If there's sound out in the distance, like a train, a bird, or something like that, it will help out too. The noise suppression is really good on the high usage CPU. I really like that one. I'd been using the low usage one. I just didn't know. I thought it was a default one. It said too they might have added this new one, but excuse me, but um, the high usage one is really good. I mean, I can't hear my keyboard anymore on either one when it's put into the middle because for the testing, just clarify, the keyboard's on the left with the HyperX and the mouse is on the right with the Elgato. So the mouse never hear it really with the HyperX. The keyboard, I move it to the middle. I really don't hear anything, especially with a numpad, and I do have a numpad on this keyboard. Just adds for the length and stuff like that. But it is really, really good. Then noise suppression and tweaking in LBS Studio is good enough. So if you stream, you're recording anything, uh, there's your tools and how to tweak and stuff like that. I can probably go through that in another video maybe. I'm not really the technically best when it comes to that. But I mean that's why I kind of don't like using the Elgato one. But the Elgato software is pretty easy to pick up, pretty easy to do. It's just like I don't like installing a bunch of software and stuff like that. I feel like it just is superfluous at a point. Um, but yeah, So I'll probably get into the testing now ish. So I'm on the Elgato again, and what I'm going to show you now is the Elgato with no changes. Hello everyone, I love interesting factoids about life. Hello everyone, I like interesting factoids about life. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Valorant. Valorant is a cool game, isn't it? Now I'll show you the HyperX with how it currently is. I like interesting factoids about life. I like interesting factoids about life. Valorant is a cool game, isn't it? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. Next, I'm going to show a test where it's a keyboard and mouse. It'll be Elgato, then HyperX. And again, this is before I changed the CPU suppression on both. And this is before any changes were made to the HyperX. To the Elgato. The Elgato is fully changed out right now. That's what you're hearing in here, and that's what you're hearing in the intro. I don't really know specifically how I want to test this, but here it is. This is the suppression fully done on both. On the more CPU version, everything's fully tweaked, everything's fully tested, and I'll show you right now first on the Elgato. Now the HyperX Quadcast. So both tests were done in the middle. The keyboard is directly in the middle of both of them. The mouse is closer to the Elgato. I'm right-handed. I'm not gonna go to the left or put it weirdly in the middle and stuff like that. Both didn't pick up the mouse, which is surprising since it was closer to the Elgato. The keyboard was kind of in the middle, right? And the Elgato still didn't really pick it up, even when I was on the numpad, and I used the numpad, which is closer, and the QWAS, which is closer to the HyperX, to kind of give them both, and they kind of sound the same, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, actually, with the suppression fully done, I actually think about it, I hadn't done this test. The Elgato seems to, at least in the monitoring that I'm seeing in OBS Studio, not pick up as much, which is good. I don't want to pick up my keyboard and mouse sound. That's just kind of distracting. So yeah, looking at this, I think the Elgato is a slight winner, and it's a slight winner. Kind of, when you're looking at it in price, it's $20 more. Now it might differ for a lot of different people. Maybe that $20 is actually a big deal difference. You want the pop filter, you want the shock mount. I don't have that on either one. I don't have a shock mount or pop filter on the Elgato. Sorry, it's built in. I can't do anything about it on the HyperX. Yeah, and I think the sound quality honestly is better on the Elgato. And like I said, it might be because there's like an issue I was having with the HyperX. I don't know what happened to it, but like eventually after a few months it started like break down. So maybe the Elgato will break down after a bit. But yeah, there it is. Don't know what to say. Kind of surprised. Going forward, right now you're hearing the HyperX Quadcast. I might switch over to the Elgato and just keep it and just move forward with it. But honestly, I am surprised. And also, sorry about the mess in the back when I was doing the tests. I really wasn't thinking about it that much. I did the tests and I had the boxes just here. Whoops, it was my problem. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Leave a comment which one you actually thought was the best, because that actually might factor into my decision. What mics do you use? I made this video as general as possible. This really isn't just for streamers and people who are recording. This is also for people who are at home. Um, because using your AirPods and stuff like that isn't the best quality when you're a student or stuff like that. But maybe you don't want to, if you're a student, you don't want to pay the money. That's understandable. If you're a professional, maybe you want to sound more professional, sound a little better and stuff like that. So you can maybe your company's paying you to upgrade your at-home setup and stuff like that. Still, you can buy a mic you like these, and consider either one. I think these two are generally the best option. I think blue falls behind the Elgato, and these two, generally because they don't have the type of hardware and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that's just what it is. Elgato Wave 3 versus the HyperX Quadcast, not the S, just the regular version. But yeah, take care and see you later.